Civilization has ended before, and chances are, it'll happen again.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories about the airport here.
You want to go see the tunnels? Let's go see the tunnels.
There is a vast underground network of New World Order command bunkers.
CIA is also home to the truly terrifying murals of Leo Tanguma.
The airport dedication plaque has the Freemason symbol on it, signed by the New World Airport Authority, which technically doesn't exist.
I'm at the Denver International Airport where there's tons of conspiracy theories surrounding this place. Let's just get down to the bottom of this. Built beneath the airport. The same construction worker, along with others, reportedly said that there was a complex network of tunnels beneath the airport. When you enter the Denver airport, there's a horse statue actually fell on its sculptor, killing him by severing one of his arteries.
This is Mustang, or more popularly known as Blucifer, the blue Mustang horse statue that stands outside of the Denver airport. It stands at 32 feet tall and is made of fiberglass and has LED lights for eyes. The statue was constructed by a man named Luis Jimenez. One day while constructing the statue, part of it fell off and actually landed on Jimenez's body, severing an artery in his leg and causing him to bleed to death. His choice for using the red eyes was inspired by one night when Jimenez was in his living room by himself in the dark when he saw these electric red eyes staring back at him. Unsure of what it was, he went to inspect further, and it turns out the family's horse was in the living room and somehow had escaped from the family's barn. As if this wasn't creepy enough, when he was talking about the construction of Blucifer, Jimenez literally said that this work is going to kill me. He was simply referring to the structural difficulty of such a large fiberglass statue, but little did he know that this would be the demise of his life here. So with all of the controversy stirring outside of the Denver airport with the blue Mustang, members of the Denver community actually petitioned to have it removed. Protests continued so much so that the statue was even vandalized in 2019. The idea of the curse of Blucifer goes back to the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Blucifer representing the final horse, the archetype of death. Even after Jimenez's death in 2006, it still took an additional 2 years to finish the project. So in total, it took 13 years for Blucifer's completion from 1993 to 2008. So what do you think? Is Blucifer haunted?
There are many people who believe the International Airport in Denver, Colorado might be a key location when the end of the world comes. And those rumors have been going around since before the airport was even built. It was in the late 1980s. So at that point, Denver already had an airport called the Stapleton International. But don't let the name fool you. Although it was an international airport, Stapleton was very small. There were too many people who needed to pass into, out of, and through Denver for Stapleton to handle, and so then Denver actually needed something bigger to accommodate all that traffic. As you know, Denver is a big city. It's going to eventually become a big hub. And when the new airport was first proposed, the city wanted to build it in an empty, open field well outside of town. Like, you are going to be going to nowhere to get to this airport. And this was a very odd location for such a huge hub. It was actually roughly 25 miles outside of downtown Denver. So like, you would fly into Denver, this huge city, and then you're gonna have to drive 30 minutes to an hour to even get to your hotel or wherever it was you were initially going to be into Denver. And so this just didn't seem practical. And it made some people wonder, why build the airport there of all places? It just made more sense to put a major travel hub in or near the city. And I mean, there was room to do this. It's not like Denver didn't have room to build the airport closer. They just chose this random location. And it makes more sense, right? Unless there was something special about the airport that made it so it couldn't be so close to Denver.
So there's already an existing airport in downtown Denver.
Yeah.
They decided to move it to literally the middle of nowhere, outside of the city, and build it way bigger, even though the Denver airport was the 20th most busy airport in the U.S. So not even like that.
Yeah.
But it's like it's now like I think the largest airport in the country or the second largest.
Really?
Crazy, right? So it's on 53 square miles of land.
Wow.
There's one road in, one road out.
Weird.
Building the Denver airport, they moved 110 million cubic yards of earth. So like they dug up 110 million cubic yards. That's equivalent to a third of what it took to make the Panama Canal.
Oh my gosh.
And that amount of dirt moved is you could build a tunnel that goes straight to the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Which, do you know what the Cheyenne Mountain Complex is?
Yeah, but for the viewers, maybe you should tell them.
It is a bunker used in case of nuclear war as a command center for the U.S. military.
Okay.
So this amount of dirt, earth being moved is not like normal for an airport.
No.
Okay.
During the Cold War, the US government literally hollowed out a mountain. This is true. This is not a tinfoil tale. They dug out a mountain and they wanted a headquarters that was deep underground under all of these layers of stone and granite where they could run military operations in the event of a nuclear war. So all of that stone would reportedly help shield the complex from radiation, EMPs, just any kind of attack. So in the 1950s and 60s, literally the United States of America dug out this massive complex inside of a mountain in Denver. And to this day, it's the headquarters for a local branch of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, otherwise known as NORAD, which is just crazy, right? But some people are like, maybe they didn't stop at hollowing out that mountain. Some people believe that there is a 90-mile long tunnel that runs all the way from the Denver International Airport to the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. And this is so if a bomb were dropped on Denver, all of the officials in the city wouldn't have to fight traffic or risk getting picked off while they were driving down public roads. Instead, all of the important people could just get to the airport, get underground, and then go to the complex where it's safe from attacks.
The airport, there's actually known 4 levels below the airport. But people,
nobody goes
this
there.
one dude came out and who was supposedly, or he was an engineer that helped work on different military bases of building bunkers and all that stuff. He came out and said, no, there's over 6 levels below. So,
And if there's 6 known levels to the human, there's probably like 13,000, right?
well, no, it was 4 known. And he's saying, no, there's more than that.
Yeah, so now we know there's 6. There's at least double that.
But he like went off on all this stuff, was like, you have no idea what they're using this for, blah, 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 blah. And then he came out like multiple times and he's like, I feel like someone's tracking me.
Ooh.
And he's like, if something happens to me, I didn't take my own life.
Oh! Dead.
Yeah.
Guess where he was when he died mysteriously?
Denver Airport?
Denver.
Oh.
He was giving a speech in Denver about the Denver airport.
Golly.
Weird.
Yep. So in 2011, do you guys remember that comet is like Eileen or something?
Yeah.
Eileen?
Yeah, wait.
Eileen? This comet was 4 miles wide, right? Which is, in theory, the same size comet, maybe a little smaller, that potentially wiped out the dinosaurs and whatever. But it was heading towards Earth, and NASA was like, it's going to miss us. But I guess there was a brief moment where they're like, it's definitely going to hit us.
Wow.
And President Obama and his staff and stuff was there quickly rushed to, they're in the area or something. Instead of going to the Cheyenne Mountain bunker, guess where they went?
Airport.
Denver Airport.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Civilization has ended before, and chances are, it'll happen again. Where do the most important people go to survive the fallout? Well, if you're in the US, chances are you're going to the Denver airport. When the Denver International Airport opened in 1995, it was already 16 months behind schedule, and it was $2 billion over budget. So where'd that $2 billion go, and what happened in that extra 16 months? Let's find out. The Denver International Airport sits on a 53 square mile complex. Just to put that into perspective, that's double the size of Manhattan. And some of the airport runways are over 3 miles long. That's overkill for a commercial aircraft. but not for military aircrafts. The Denver airport is thought to go 6 levels underground, but construction workers claim that there are 8 levels, not 6. Over 5,000 miles of fiber optic cables were installed. That's enough to run from one coast of the United States to the other, and back again. Within the Denver airport complex, 5 mysterious structures were erected and then quickly covered up. They range from 7 to 15 stories high, and the official report is that they were built in the wrong place. Well then, why build a 40-foot wide tunnel that connects these buildings to the rest of the complex? Aside from all of this, there are other signs that there's something mysterious going on in the Denver International Airport. The airport dedication plaque has the Freemason symbol on it. It was signed by the New World Airport Authority, which technically doesn't exist.
This capsule supposedly contained items like a ball from the Colorado Rockies' first game that year, a viewer's guide to Beavis and Butthead, a flight book from Denver's previous airport, newspapers published on DIA's opening day, and a Colorado flag. But what really caught the attention of keen eyes was an inscription on the dedication capstone displayed at DIA's Great Hall in the South Security Checkpoint, whose opening line states, "The time capsule beneath this stone contains messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in 2094. People expected that the main contributors to building the airport would have been the city of Denver or the state of Colorado. However, the very first name listed as a contributor is an organization called New World Airport Commission. This was odd because research showed that they didn't exist at all. Plus, it uncannily sounded like the New World Order, often referred to as a clandestine, totalitarian world government made up of the world's elite that will ultimately rule humanity in the end. Also etched on that capstone are the square and compass symbol of the Freemasonry that's linked to the Illuminati, and they're said to be composed of various organizations alleged to conspire to control world affairs. Adding fuel to that fire was the date of the airport's dedication, March 19, 1994. The sum of each digit of the day and year, 191994, is 33, which just so happens to be the highest level that represents perfection in Freemasonry. So, all this has fanned the rumors that DIA is the headquarters of the world's most powerful and influential, who are said to survive Judgment Day.
This is where it gets even crazier. In the baggage area, they have these like statues of gargoyles coming out of suitcases.
Coming out of suitcases.
Coming out of suitcases. And then they used to have these murals put up, but they have since taken it down because it got just way too much like, what the heck am I looking at?
Really?
So it was this artist who did these 4 giant murals. I'm just going to describe some of the things that were in these murals.
Oh, no.
Huge. They're really big. So you had, this is terrible.
Okay.
I'm not.
Warning. This is
weird stuff.
This is stuff that was in the airport.
This was in the airport.
Kids would have seen this.
Yes. Everyone would have seen this.
Got it. Okay.
Huge on display. Children in coffins.
Oh my gosh.
A forest and a city on fire. A child holding a Mayan tablet depicting the end of the world.
Nice.
What?
A Nazi wearing a gas mask.
What?
Holding a sword that was stabbing a dove.
Okay.
Not tasteful.
Like it was getting rid of peace. That's what some people were saying. There was a mural of the children all over the world who had killed the Nazi, and they're bringing their weapons wrapped in their country's flag to a little German boy.
Why?
Who was at the center of it with a hammer.
What?
Can we just
like a
paint
hammer, like a communism?
Yeah, this is so terrible.
Yeah.
But the one with the Nazi, it was showing like people that were like starving, and there was a woman holding her the seat.
Oh my gosh, this
That's
is
what I'm
horrible.
saying. Like, why is this in the
You're in
airport?
Colorado. Draw some mountains, buddy.
Oh my
That's what I'm saying.
gosh.
But they've taken it down,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Because
Only-
we're being too obvious.
Yeah, well, that's what people are saying.
Yeah.
It's like,
lay it on a little thicker that you guys are wackos.
Our buddy Blucifer is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to weird art at the Denver airport. DIA is also home to the truly terrifying murals of Leo Tanguma, like this one called Children of the World Dream of Peace. Now I know what you're thinking, James, there's a rainbow? There's a multicultural cast of children? What's to fear? Well, that mural's a two-parter, and that part is what the children dream of, a world of peace. This, on the other hand, is the reality. It features this horrifying figure of military power stabbing the Dove of Peace to death as he lays waste to the cities around him, leaving refugees to flee in his wake. Don't worry though, in the children's dream, they've killed him, and now they're beating his sword into a plowshare. But even this peacetime part of the mural has something unsettling about it. I mean, look at this kid in lederhosen wailing on this sword. Does that make you feel safe?
A conspiracy theory about the organization's alleged ties with Nazism was connected to the airport's 6 runways, with lengths ranging from 12,000 to 16,000 feet. The mysterious link there? A swastika. In modern times, Western countries view the swastika as a symbol of racial supremacism and intimidation because of its association with Nazism. And one just has to fly a few thousand feet above DIA to view that its runway and terminals resemble the shape of a swastika. However, a close look at aerial photography of the supposedly swastika-shaped runways reveals an uneven, misshapen, and largely interpretive swastika at best.
Denver International Airport is under some major construction. Normally when an airport's like that, sometimes they'll do cutesy things like harden our dust, but you're gonna fly better in a few months, you know, and like kind of like a little wink that try to make you okay with the fact that you're inconvenienced by the construction. Denver, they're leaning into the fact that people are saying that there are satanic and phallic symbols at the airport.
Oh, I love this.
Construction or cover up.
I love it.
And it has like the eye that's watching the, you know,
what
like
is
from
that
the
called?
Illuminati eye on a construction hat. Are we creating the world's greatest airport or preparing for the end of the world? What are we doing?
Lizard people.
Adding amazing new restaurants and bars, building an Illuminati headquarters, remodeling the lizard people's lair. Learn the truth at denfiles.com.
I love this.
You want to go see the tunnels? Let's go see the tunnels.
See, these tunnels underneath the airport are used to hold secret meetings for aliens and lizard people.
Wait, is that a baggage cart? Yes, that's a baggage cart. It's not so fancy down here, is it? There are more than 1,000 people who work down here in the tunnels.
So what are you saying then? That all of this weird phenomena isn't related to some huge conspiracy?
Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying this entire time.
Huh. So whether you choose to believe or love to debunk, next time you're at Denver International Airport, feel free to explore.
Wait, no! Interview's over! Interview's over!
The mysteries haunting DIA should rest here to a certain extent, except that what the man responsible for the structure itself said is worth hearing. Curtis Fentress, the CEO and principal in charge of design at Fentress Architects, took over the helm in building DIA. He's worked on constructing many airports, so his thoughts equally matter. In his reply, when asked about any underground tunnels or secret bomb shelters in DIA, Fentress actually said, "Well, I can't really speak of it. I'm sworn to secrecy."
Told you, bud.
Now, was this all in jest? Perhaps, but he went on to say, "I understand that they're going to be creating a tour of some of the underground facilities in the future at DIA. When you go to Moscow, you can go down in the area where they were poised to launch a missile strike against America. They have this big underground bomb shelter about 100 feet down underground. Could be similar to that kind of thing with tours to the underground of DIA. So this wasn't a confirmation, but neither was it a denial of the existence of secret tunnels and bunkers in DIA that many have theorized about. And then Fentress implied that there are possibly more answers people have been anticipating to know, but they're well kept in the time capsule. And when will that be retrieved again? Right, 2094.